Hi there, it's Stuart Epps, record producer engineer here. The question I'm going to answer today is what does a record producer do? What is his or her function, and how has it changed over the years? Just before I do that, I really want to thank Music Xray and in particular Mike McCready for allowing me to come on this video and to interact with you in this way and to give you my thoughts on these things. And they really are brilliant. You know, I've been with Music Xray pretty much from when they started, and they really are the best, as far as I'm concerned, the best music platform on the internet. When they started, pretty much Mike McCready invented this whole idea of so that independent artists can connect with industry professionals like myself, record producers, publishers, people in all sorts of areas of the music business, and they really do an amazing job. Years ago it was absolutely impossible for this to happen. The only way you could do such a thing was to book an appointment with a record company, and really that's just not possible these days. You know, they just don't accept that. So they're absolutely brilliant, and thank you very much, Music Xray. Coming back to record producer, what does a record producer do? A lot of people seem to think that it's similar to a film producer, and I just want to make that put that straight, really, that it's not really. It's more in connection with film director. Film producer, you know, is the guy that puts the coordination together of the film and often the finance, this sort of thing, whereas the director is very much in touch with the actors. And it's the same with record producer. It's the record producer whose role is to really interact with the artist, and to do anything from helping arrange the song to getting the sound, you know, every aspect of the recording of that record or CD or whatever it is. That's what a producer's role is. It has changed over the years. Obviously when I started, the 60s, 70s, 80s, when there weren't so many home recording studios, these were all commercial studios. The producer is there to connect with the to coordinate between the engineer and the studio artist, which was often, you know, separated with a glass. You know, the producer sits there with the engineer and the band or the artist at the other side of the glass. So it was very much that role to connect the artist with the engineer, and to get the sound together and to help with the arrangements and make sure everything's put down correctly on tape. And then there's the mixing and, you know, all the stuff that goes with it. Obviously things have changed now, and many people have home recording studios. You've got home recording studios out there, and so the role has had to change, and Music Xray has been vital in that for me, because what I do now is what I call remote producing, where artists can send me what they've done in their own studios, and I can give them advice. I can give them advice before the recording on the song, and then obviously while the song's being recorded I can help with anything from just sorting out sounds to arrangements and maybe adding instruments. So I call this remote producing, and it definitely wouldn't have been possible years ago, so that really is a brilliant situation now. And I think the role of record producer is just as valid as it ever was, really. I mean, it's not always possible for you as the artist to have a view of the overall picture of how the record might turn out. And it's definitely not easy when you're the songwriter and you're the artist, or if it's a band. You know, the producer is really the captain of the ship as far as I'm concerned, and leads the way as far as getting this the sound that the artist wants. And if there's a record company involved, obviously there's a commercial situation there that has to be fulfilled as well. You know, maybe it needs to be 3.5 minutes instead of 10.5 minutes, and all these things is the role of a record producer. I mean, I could go on and go on and on about it, because obviously I've been doing this a long time, but hopefully I've given you a bit of an insight into a record producer's role, and I look forward to receiving your recordings and helping you with your productions. Thanks very much.